only by remembering the main points, okay? I'm starting by if I get him broken down flat, I spend the energy. The first thing was, how fast can I go from, and you want to keep your foot on the outside. It's really hard to transition from here to here if your leg is over. There's just a potential to get hung up a lot by his foot, okay? We call this flagging the leg, all right? If he's flagging his leg up, all right, that tangles me up. It hooks his ankle, all right? I can run this, but I don't usually get turns from having an ankle hooked. I'm trying to turn the guy, all right? Unless there's one turn that I know of from capturing a flagged ankle, all right? And that's this, all right? It's not something I'm showing today. I'm just saying, like, yes, there's a turn that can happen from here, all right? So if that's a turn that you use, then by all means.
We can't use it in high school. They won't.
It's not allowed. Okay then. All right. My point remains even more than. All right. I always keep. Can you guys see this? I'm always keeping this foot on the outside so I can go from here to here really quick. All right. If it's hooked, has that always been a rule you can't?
They just don't they don't want you to bow the back like that.
Gotcha.
They let you do it in college, but of course.
Yeah.
But
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't even know.
it's okay.
So, again, right here, this is going to be important for the speed of my transition and just being fluid with it to go when he's coming up. I'm here. Okay. You can just work on that simple skill. I do things really simple all the time. Like, you have to work on a process or a part to get better at it, not like the whole thing. Okay. So if I were drilling this, when I was doing it, I was just like, okay, I need to get really good with the feel and the speed of the transition. So I'm starting here, the guy's coming up, go ahead, just pop it into this pocket, over and over, go. He's working on getting stronger. I'm switching sides, just pop it into this pocket, right into position, You guys get the idea. You got to break it down that simple. It's all about speed. Okay, so now we have them broken down in this position. Okay, some of you guys really struggle with holding them there for very long. So now we're going to go to the first thing, and that's a cross wrist. And remember, I'm going to tell you another principle. The speed of the transition, the focus on my elbow. If I'm looking at my elbow, it's crazy, but just looking at my elbow makes me focus more, getting my body aligned to put pressure on the elbow. If I'm looking this way, there's less pressure than if I'm looking at my elbow. Do you guys believe me? I don't know, it's crazy, but if I'm looking like this and I'm curling a weight and I'm looking the other way, I would probably put most everything I own, that if you were looking at your hand curling the weight, you would curl more weight than if you were looking like this and curling the weight. You guys think that's true? But it's really that simple. Like, if I'm concentrating on my elbow, I'm looking at it, that means my head's down closer to the mat. So there's got to be more pressure on it, right? It's broken down that direct that I'm looking at my elbow. Okay, so I would even want you to do that. Look at your elbow, right? The head's going to be down. All right, now, so some of us might not be good and comfortable in this position, but we can get here, all right, as he's building up. I'm here, all right, he's building up, I got to here. We're gonna grab this cross wrist, all right? It's in, it's there, he made a mistake for a second, I'm cross wristed. Right away, all right, for the sake of the drill, I want you guys to come up to his elbow, or between the elbow and shoulder, right here, okay? And you're gonna drive your chest right over the top of this shoulder. It's gonna put a ton of pressure on him. It doesn't matter what his back half does, right? You want it to come up because that'll help you, because you can reach deep in there, take it over, right? Turn really good guys like this, all right? College level, battling an All-American rounds, all right? Definitely get turns like this. Here, the guy's got a ton of pressure on him. This is just as much pressure for me, or more than when I have my elbow on the deep waist. I'm here, I drive over this, right here, all right? My knees are still in, splitting him like I was doing. And as simple as this sounds, you don't have to go any further. Like, that's way too easy, Coach Wissel. That's bogus. I'm telling you it'll work. All you want to do is just pull this up through. You drive, pull this up through, all right? And I'm keeping my chest on it, all right? Now, you can go anywhere you want with his back, but I'm really concentrating on keeping this cross wrist across him, all right? And if you can, you're trying to keep your knee down under this arm. I'm crowding him. I'm trying to get cheap back points because I can make adjustments here. He's fighting down really hard, right? I'm going to keep running towards his face. Don't let yourself go over to him. Just keep fighting this like you would. I'm fighting this, all right? And then you can make adjustments, all right? But go through it again. I got him broken down right here. Okay, he made the mistake that this hand pushing with this one was under him, all right? All I'm gonna do, transition from the deep waist, he's building up some, there's where I explode. I'm gonna let him take the weight off of my hand himself, his own effort, all right? He's gonna take the weight off of the hand. There's my transition, all right? Driving right over the shoulder. And I wanna stay on the opposite side of it. If I come here, then I lose all pressure, all right? I wouldn't even keep this cross wrist, really, all right? I'd probably go cross face to run back this way to get the same kind of pressure going the other direction. So when you get this, I want to keep this, all right? And all you're going to do is work on like a power clean. You're just going to pop,